The Strings 1 class of Classen School of Advanced Studies decided to go on a field trip. It was a cold and blustery October day. All the boys and girls scurried on the bus. On their way to the pumpkin patch, they hit a big bump. The rain began to fall, hitting the windows. The wind began to howl. Suddenly, the bus came to a screeching halt. The students pressed their noses against the cold windows as the leaves skittered across the ground. Mr. McAdoo stuck his head out the door of the bus. He looked up and spotted a creepy owl. He motioned all the kids to follow him. They began making their way towards a little house just off the road. They crunched through the pile of leaves. The students were somewhat frightened. As they crowded on the tiny porch of the little bitty house, they knocked 3 times. Slowly, the door swung open. Mr. McAdoo shrugged. His knees were shaking. The kids decided to walk right in. Mr. McAdoo tried to assure the string students that he knew exactly where to go. As they followed him back to the porch, he let out a scream. He was gone! Vanished! Poof! The students looked up. No, Mr. McAdoo. The students looked down. They could not believe their eyes. Mr. McAdoo had fallen into a dark and murky pond. Could there be a shark in the water? Trying not to panic, Mr. McAdoo began swimming in circles. The 6th graders weren't quite sure what to do. Their minds were spinning. Don't worry, our dear principal. We'll pull you out of the water. The kids worked together and heaving with all their might. They pulled him out with 3 big tugs. The entire class and their fearless principal were so happy they began to dance. This was one field trip they would never forget.